Real Madrid 1, Manchester City 2. And I just want to start this video by saying, Xabi in, man. Xabi in, man. I don't think he deserves the second. I'm gonna be honest. I actually thought Real Madrid did play well today. And if it really was based on performance from this game alone, if it was going to get him a sack or not, I'll be honest and say that Real Madrid did play better. They didn't get the result that they was looking for, and that's obvious. But I do genuinely believe that they did play better today. Rodrigo getting him his first goal in a long time. I thought Vinny was looking dangerous. Bellingham had a solid game. Courtois, I'm going to get on him later, but Courtois making key saves. It's just two individual moments for Manchester City was really all that they needed to get them through the line. But as a Barcelona fan, man, I don't care. You can look. This is actually the perfect result for Barcelona fans because you look just good enough to maybe convince your board to not sack Xabi. But in the meanwhile, you still lost the match. So we sitting back and we relaxing. We feeling good about that result. I'm going to speak for myself. I know I am. I know I am. Every time Real Madrid lose, and like I said, I don't care when I say this because I'm sure when we lose, the Madridistas, they love it. They love to see our downfall. So best believe I have that same energy. And I ain't gonna lie, when I saw the Brazilian Bobby Charlton come on the pitch, I'm thinking this would just be the game. This would just be the game that I have to sit here and watch with my two eyes and watch him get the equalizer or fuck around and get the winner. And look, I ain't gonna lie. And that little cameo that he had, he hit the post. He had some moments. He gave you more in that few minutes of playing time that he was awarded compared to Gonzalo. So who knows what that means for Real Madrid going forward, because they did look more like a unit, like a team, but one key player was missing, and that was Mbappe. The question is, can they look like how they look today, to play with this urgency, to play with fluidity as a team, but do that with Mbappe in the big matches? And only time will tell on that. I don't know, but only time will tell on that. But Barcelona fans, man, we eating good. We eating good. This run of games that Real Madrid has been on, outside of the Bilbao match, I mean, come on, bro. They lost 2 straight matches. They drawn 3 before that. 1 against Bilbao. Lost and lost. Yeah, so this is perfect week, man. It's a perfect week to be a Real Madrid hater. So I want to take a look at I know the Madridistas, but y'all gonna light me up in the comments, and that's fine, bro. That's fine. I don't care, but I will say this. Looking at y'all starting 11, it was the solid starting 11, a starting 11 that I could see him going out with. I thought he probably would have had Rodrigo where Gonzalo Garcia was at, but all in all, I mean, like, when I seen the 11 on paper, I'm like, okay. Only difference I probably would have made was not starting Ceballos. I didn't really feel his impact in the match. But I hear from Madridistas themselves that Güler and Bellingham don't play well together when on the pitch. So if you're not going to go with that, I guess your only other option is to go with Dani Ceballos. But I'm going to just say this, bro. Do y'all know how hard it is to do a hate watch along, and the team you're hate watching has Courtois in goal? I know he may be at fault for the first goal conceded. I don't think so, but I'm going off reactions on social media. A lot of people, it was really half and half. Some people was like, Courtois got to do better hanging on to that. Other people didn't blame him. They maybe blamed the defense for not being there for the rebound. But outside of that one blemish, I'm looking at the goals he kept from going in. The saves that he made, it is just so tiring watching it because it's just like, oh, this can be the day Real Madrid can concede 4, 5, 6 goals. But every single time, man, it just feels like when I'm watching Real Madrid, Courtois, time and time again, just keeps making saves. So in this match, he made 6 total saves. They're saying he prevented over a goal in this match. They gave him the one. Okay, so they did give him an error leading up to the goal, which was the first one. Like I said, I disagree, but it is what it is. I just want to just let Real Madrid fans know that, man. I'm sure y'all already know this, but like Courtois on this day, which is more often than not, he's still like the best goalkeeper in the world. If all goalkeepers is in their best form, it's hard to pick another one over him. I'm gonna be real. And so after City went up 2-1, there were several opportunities to get their third at the end of that first half, and it was some moments in that second half, but he just kept coming up making clutch saves. And I just want y'all to know just how good y'all have it having that man in goal, because with that defense that y'all put out there today, that back four, y'all should celebrate only conceding 2 goals. I'm gonna be real. Since I'm in a giving mood, like I said, I thought Jude Bellingham, he had a good game today. It was a lot of their attack that was being orchestrated from him. He got the assist early on. Good ball played into Rodrigo, who had a good game as well. He was behind several different attacks from Jude, and while I don't think he's anywhere near Pedri, I'm just gonna be real. Now, I know I'm making it about Barcelona. We ain't played today, but if people can just chill with that specific comparison and just let Jude be, I think he has potential to be the midfielder a lot of people think he is. I just don't think he's there consistently enough. That's just in my opinion. But all in all, in today's performance, I thought he did well. I really did. I wouldn't blame him for the loss. Far from it. I thought he was one of y'all shining lights in the team. Him, Courtois, and Rodrigo, for me, were y'all 3 best players. We can get on Rudiger. Rudiger, bro, every time I watch Rudiger, he's like a crash out, bro. Watching him when you're doing the hate watch, normally, like when you have a bad defender you watch and he stress you out, because it's like, bro, what the hell are you doing? But when I'm hate watching Real Madrid, I'm just like, just let them cook. Just let them cook. I feel like how Barcelona fans feel about Ronald Araujo. To an extent, I feel like Madridistas feel the same way about Rudiger. Like when I watch him in big games as of late, you can just suspect that he's going to make some type of mistake. He was at fault for the penalty, clear as day. If this was pre-VAR, maybe he wouldn't get that. But in the VAR era, to wrestle down Haaland is crazy. And then to complain like that was never a foul was nuts. That was a clear penalty in my eyes. And also, he's very lucky he didn't get sent off, because at the end of the match, Real Madrid is pushing, trying to get the equalizer. Savinho was running the ball down the line. Now, I thought he probably should have waited for his teammates, but it looked like he had something on. Pushes the ball out into space, gets around Rudiger just right outside the box. He gets fouled. Rudiger's already on the yellow. That should have been his second yellow, and he should have been sent off. I don't know how he avoided being sent off, but he was very fortunate. He was. But every time I watch Rudiger, like I said, I see why when everybody's healthy, they're going to go with Militao between the two, because Militao is just more rock solid. He's more steady at defending. You just don't know what the hell you're going to get from Rudiger. He can have a world-class performance, or he can crash out. And as a Culera watching their matches, I'm praying for the latter, because it's more than likely it will happen. And today, like I said, he's very fortunate he didn't get sent off, because he was definitely at fault for the first goal. Well, the second goal, giving up the penalty. And like I said, he should have been sent off, and Real Madrid shouldn't have had no shot in equalizing the match. That's all I really want to go over in regards to Real Madrid. As far as Haaland, as I said it, as far as Manchester City, Haaland is inevitable, bro. He didn't even have his best game, but he got a goal. And that's all you can ask for from your number 9. And it's not that to say he didn't have his best game because he was making mistakes or anything like that. He just wasn't all that involved. How many touches he had? He had 13 total touches, bro. 13 total touches. But he will find himself involved in just one moment is all you need. He will find himself involved. He drew a penalty. Scores it. 7.5. Even on his bad day. Or an average day, I should say. Erling Haaland is the dream signing, man. They said that this was... his stats is fake, bro. 51 goals in 50 Champions League starts. And 55 goals in total in 55 Champions League games. This is legit Messi and Ronaldo-esque numbers. I just want us to just understand that we should never normalize this. This man is fake. And Manchester City, y'all should be lucky that y'all signed that man to a death row contract. Because as a Culere, every time I watch him, I just fantasize and just think, imagine Rafinha, Rashford, and Lamine Yamal eating off the assists, feeding this beast. Now, obviously, we can't afford him. Don't get me started on that. A man can dream, though. But he's just inevitable, man. There's nothing you can really do with him. Even on the days where he's not really involved, he will pop up and get a goal. Credit to Erling Haaland, man. To me, he's the best 9 in the world. Him and Mbappe, neck and neck. If you want to go with statistics, you may go with Mbappe. But for me, give me Haaland, because he's your prototypical number 9. Another player I want to give a shout out to is Jeremy Doku. It was a lot of times City didn't even offer or bother going down the right hand side. Every time it felt like something was going forward for Manchester City, they was all going down the left hand side. And look, what I like about Jeremy Doku is he's not afraid to make a mistake. He's not afraid to lose the ball. I'm pretty sure Pep told him to keep that aggressiveness. We worry about the lost possessions. We worry about all that later. But he was really the only threat for Manchester City. Like I said, Haaland went in the box, when called upon, he was able to get his goal. I didn't really see too much of Cherki today. And Bernardo Silva, again, on that right-hand side, didn't really offer that much. But what they were doing on this left-hand side with Jeremy Doku, like I said, I thought it was impressive. Looking at his stats, he had 10 dribbles, 6 of those were successful. Drew 3 fouls. That's really about it. He had a shot on target. I know he had the shot that he had on target from the angle behind goal. It looked like it was going to go in, but Courtois yet again coming in and making the key save. And credit to Courtois. But I really did think that Jeremy Doku, he had a really good game today. And he's just such a different player from what the rest of the Manchester City players offer. He's rapid with pace. Every time he receives the ball, he's going to try to take his man on. Some of the times it may not work, but for the times it does, it can collapse an entire defense. And he was, like I said, to me, consistently throughout the match, he was the threat. And I thought he had a good game. Same thing for Nico O'Reilly. He obviously gets the goal, the equalizer, but defensively I felt like he held his own when called upon. And when you are going up against a motivated and inspired Real Madrid team at the Santiago Bernabeu, and you can help keep them to just one goal, I say you had a good match. Now, in that first goal, I did feel like he gave Rodrigo too much space that allowed Jude Bellingham to play the ball into Rodrigo. And by that time, he tried to close it down. But once Rodrigo receives the ball, pushes the ball out, at that point, he was always going to get the shot off. Now, I personally thought Donnarumma should have did a lot better with that. He was very slow getting down to the ground. He only had one angle to shoot at, and Donnarumma couldn't get to that. And that tripped me out watching that live. But outside of giving Rodrigo all that space for their first goal, outside of that moment, I thought Nico O'Reilly had a solid game as well. All in all, Manchester City should be very pleased with their performance because they didn't play their best, but they didn't need to play their best in order to walk out of here with 3 points. So, looking at the standings, because either way, as a Barcelona fan, I was going to be smiling, because if Real Madrid was able to draw or get all 3 points, that would have helped us out in the standings. As we can see now, Manchester City is now up to 4th in the standings. Real Madrid drops to 7th, tied with Atletico and Liverpool. And remember, anything outside of 8 forces you to play the round of 16 knockout. And that was a big result for Manchester City. I can't lie, it really was. But, like I said, Xabi in. I don't think Real Madrid should be too reactionary in regards to their manager. But I have fun as a mutual watching this. I definitely appreciate you guys for watching this video. And comment down below what you guys thought about the match. If you haven't already, please subscribe and like the video. And I'm going to catch up with y'all on the next one. Until then, Two-Tone out. Peace. City, city, city.